Good morning, everyone. Jill here with North Texas Vegetable Gardening, canning recipes, a little bit of everything. If you know anything about my channel and anything about my story, you know that we just got Pop a tiny house. And we're going to talk about why we made that decision. So welcome to Pop's tiny home. So what we want to talk about is as our parents get on up in age and certain situations happen, certain decisions have to be made, and we made the decision to get a tiny home and put it on our property. And we're going to talk about those reasons, and I think that you'll find some of them interesting. Stay tuned till the end, guys, because that's going to be a huge point for you to ponder. So my pop and my mother were married almost 39 years when my mother passed in October. And they had a house that they adored. They worked hard to dress it up and make it beautiful on the inside, and it certainly was their pride and joy. But when my mother passed, my pop is about 35 to 40 minutes from me, from where I live, and my sister lives in Australia, my brother lives in Alabama, and that was concerning to me. And although he was close to my workplace, if something happened on the weekends, it would take me some time to get there. So the number one reason, or the first reason that we decided to move Pop out here is so that I can keep an eye on him. And even though I'm at work during the week, Greg is here, and we are literally 30 seconds away to help him should an emergency occur. So just because our parents are getting older doesn't mean that they still don't want their independence and their privacy. Yes, we could have moved him into our home with us, but he still is active. He's still pretty healthy, even though he's 76 years old, and he really wants his independence, and he wants a place to call his home. When choosing this tiny house, we took into consideration the walkways, the pocket doors, so that in the event he needs a walker or needs assistance getting around, we have plenty of room to do that. So you want to take that into consideration as well. Make sure that they have room to get around. Again, he wants his independence, guys, and we want to give that to him, and we want to try not to disrupt his life anymore, bless his heart, than it's already been disrupted. But we love him, and we want him to be with us, and we want to know that he's taken care of. So this is his room. We are having a twin bed delivered today. He has a queen size bed, and although it will fit in here, it won't leave him very much room. So number two on getting a tiny house was the price versus a retirement home or an assisted living home. Now, he doesn't need assisted living yet, and let's check out this shower here. So this is a very nice walk-in shower. It's not a tub that he has to step over. But although he doesn't need assisted living yet, it doesn't mean that he won't. And guys, you want to remember that back when the situation started happening in 2020, so many families were cut off from their loved ones who were in nursing homes or who were in retirement homes. And some of them couldn't even see them for over a year. And to me, that's a no-go. That's a no-go for me. He is here on my property, and this is where I want him so that I can take care of him, and no one's going to tell me that I can't come back here and see my pop. So as things progress in the world, and they're predicting all kinds of things that's supposed to happen this summer, guys, a violent summer. Guess what? He's out here with me in the country. He's not in the city any longer, where quite possibly he may encounter some problems trying to get out here in the event something is going on up there. This gives me a great deal of comfort, and I think it gives him a great deal of comfort. So when Pop was in his home up in Fort Worth, he wasn't wasn't necessarily completely sedentary, but he wasn't very active. He did go run his errands, and he would mow his lawn every couple of weeks and piddle around the house. But out here, I can keep an eye on him. I can keep an eye on what his exercise is, what he's doing daily, also that he's not overdoing it. He's also eating dinner with us. I can keep an eye on what he's eating and make sure that he's eating as healthy as he can. You know that we're gardeners and we have lots of fresh veggies that we do enjoy every night. And I can watch him and make sure he gets a good meal in the evening. And then my husband is here during the day to make sure he's eating lunch or breakfast. Not that he needs to be babysat, but it doesn't mean that things aren't going to change as he gets older. And so that's part of our contingency plan too for having this tiny home out here. The price was certainly right for this time in the world, guys. Here in the DFW area, you're lucky to find a home under $300,000. And so the timing was right. The price was good to go ahead and sell his house and allow him to put himself in a better financial position and to go ahead and pay off this tiny home that is going to be his. And he doesn't have to worry about any house payments. He's not going to have to worry about water because we do have well water out here. And we are going to make sure that his electricity is taken care of as well. So this is going to help him with his Social Security and his VA, because he is a veteran, just have minimal expenses, which is going to help him and relieve some stress off of him. And you need to remember that if both of your parents are on Social Security and one of them passes, one of those checks, one of those monthly Social Security checks goes away. And you usually take, of course, the higher one. It's either or. You don't get to keep both. So that can present financial difficulties for an elder person who was not really prepared for having to absorb extra bills without the normal income that they're accustomed to. Gotta say, I'm really impressed with this home. The wind's blowing about 35 to 40 miles an hour today, guys, and I can't feel anything in this house, and it's pretty quiet as well. Can you hear that? So here are the main points to ponder when you're trying to make a decision of one of your elder parents or somebody else that's in your family, an aunt or an uncle, who may need some company, some socialization, and to help make decisions on whether you want a tiny home on your property for your family. So selling their house was very stressful for him. I know it kind of made him feel like he was a little out of control and he didn't really want to leave that house. But guys, as he gets older, that house would have had to have been sold eventually. And if my mother had survived him, that house would have had to have been sold almost immediately, because my mother would have required assisted living. He was her caretaker, and he was having to help get her out of bed in the mornings. And so she would have gone into an assisted living. She did not want to be out here with me. We had spoken about it many, many times. She made it very clear she didn't want to be this far out. She wanted to stay somewhere in a home, in an assisted living home. But do you know, a nursing home or a retirement community, point to ponder, is about $2,500 a month, guys. And an assisted living home community here in Texas is about $5,000 a month. So the money that we got for his home, or that he got for his home, or that she would have gotten for their home, would have been exhausted in about 3 years. And gosh, heaven forbid, and then they wouldn't have had nothing. Everything would have been spent on either a retirement home, a nursing home, or an assisted living home. The same goes for Pop as he gets older, and we're praying that the Lord keeps him healthy and keeps him active and keeps him moving. And we think that we can help control some of that, he is going to live many, many more years. But it still remains that there may come a time when he may need help. And guess what? I am literally 30 seconds away. My husband is literally 30 seconds away, and we will ensure that he gets the help that he needs. And all that money that they had spent on their home for 36 years, they bought that house 36 years ago, does not go to an assisted living care or a nursing home or a retirement village. He has something still to call his own. He still has his independence. He still has his car. He loves to go out and run errands here where we live, to the smaller towns. He's really enjoying the quietness out here. And again, he has his independence, and I have peace of mind that he's right here in my backyard, literally, where I can watch over him. Now, my pop is not my biological father. My biological father also passed in December, and his wife passed 2 days later. So our family has had a very rough 7 or 8 months. But Pop married my mother when I was about 16 years old, and he has been very good to us, all 3 of her children. And he deserves to be honored, and we're going to honor him, and we are going to take care of him. And that's what this is really all about. I'm not trying to control his life. I'm not trying to control his money. He can do with what he wants. But I am trying to make sure that he is safe and secure, and that he will not be isolated from us or his family for any reason whatsoever. So these are points to ponder, guys. I hope this helps you out while you're trying to make a decision on if it's something you want to do. You might want to show this to your parents and let them start pondering, start giving you direction, because we did talk about this before my mother passed as to what we would do when one of them passed, and what how the situation would be different, whether it was her or him. And my mother did pass first, and this is the situation that we spoke with both of them about before she did pass. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I will tell you that we are impressed with this tiny home. Many of you have asked where I got it. I got this home, or my pop got this home, or we got this home from Factory Direct Homes in Mansfield, Texas. They were a joy to deal with. It was reasonably priced, but they were going up, guys, day by day. And they had free delivery for a 100-mile radius. And so we met that. They set it up. If you saw the video when it was coming in, it was a rather quick process. And now Greg will be putting in the electric and the plumbing. We intend to start that next Saturday. And Pop's bed is getting delivered today. So we fully intend for Pop to be in his home in the next 2 weeks. Right now, he's staying next door at my sister's home. She owns that home. It is up for sale, but he is staying there for now. So he's next door to me. I can still check with him, and he does come over for dinner every night, and we enjoy every minute of it. Take care. God bless. And buckle up, guys. Buckle up. Love you all, and we will be doing some more videos this weekend. See you soon.